Alright, this is one of the cheapest assault rifles in the game, pretty much. I hope making this video doesn't cause the price to freaking double or anything, but it's worth it to help those fellow Tarkov players that are having trouble. But this gun is one of my favorite ones in the game. I don't even mind running it just like this, fully unmodded, but you gotta run it on single fire and just tap, not do full auto. It just won't work well, except very certain situations up close CQB, right when you expect someone to be coming around the corner right next to you. That's the only time I'd use unmodded full auto. Otherwise it's all single fire all the time until you start modding it out. So it's only 20k, but last wipe it was like 25k, and that was cheap compared to most of the AKs, especially now where they're going to 40 to 60 to 80,000, which doesn't even make sense to me, except that they do have more specialized mods, little higher ergonomics and whatnot, so it does kind of make sense. But anyway, once you get to level 2 peacekeeper, you can do most of the modding, and to get to level 2 peacekeeper you have to have fleet. So you pretty much have everything you need, because fleet upcharges a few of the items. That's why level 2 peacekeeper is important for that. Except the butt stock you have to get on the fleet, and those are getting upcharged like 100% right now. So instead of 4k they're like 8k or 10 or something like that. So we get the butt stock on there. You could throw on the bastion was never something that was unlocked on level 2, but now it's I think it's level 1 proper, if I'm remembering correctly. But regardless, this is a great one for just a scope. Just throw a scope on there, the titty scope. Just throw one on there, you know. You can do that, or you don't even have to do the bastion to save money, and just do the where's that? The CAARS 47, and then pop one of these on there from Peacekeeper. It's not gonna look pretty, and then you could throw the scope on here, but you know, you might want to just throw the scope on the back instead, because it doesn't cost that much, but it's up to your preference. It's definitely not needed to be on back. I think it looks fine on the front personally, but maybe more people prefer it on the back. And then make sure you throw on one of the like a Dynacomp, as well as change the pistol grip to like a saw at cheapest. These are real pricey right now, but that way it's a little bit better. And then that works for full auto pretty good, actually, better than you would expect, because it's not that modded, and it's almost the exact same thing for a 7.4, except with this one the scope's gonna be on the front. Oh, I guess I forgot, this could do a bastion too. It's just the exact same thing. So butt stock, replace the pistol grip, throw the compressor on there, and a hand grip, 2 rails, and bam, and we'll see which one, how they compare. What is that? Okay, it is the same, the CAARS 47. I know that looks tacky. these AKs are some good simple ones to do if you want to go full auto, but I don't think anyone should go full auto if it's not gonna be if it's not gonna be at least this modded. Otherwise it's just not gonna work well. Even this is pretty messy. No, I don't even know which one's more stable, AKMS or AKS 7.4, but I'd imagine it's the 7.4. Bit to level out, but once it levels out it really stays on target. It just takes a minute, and besides tear someone up, trust me. Even though it misses quite a bit of shot, it hits enough to make it. As long as you get the full mag out on them. That missed a lot, but that will be enough to put them down, especially if you're running BP. Which, by the way, if early level, you shouldn't even run AKS 7.4 and try to do AKMS 7.6.2 unless you can find in raid BP and BS and BT 4.5.4.5, because 7.6.2 PS is way better than 5.4.5 PS, and that'll make a huge difference. It actually has pin, so just keep all that 7.6.2 BP you find and the BP for that, and then save the BP and BS you get and use that, only that, when you run 5.4.5 if you can. Otherwise PS will take a lot of rounds compared to 7.6.2 PS, so it's a much better option to run AKM early on than AK 7.4s. Oh, but look at the handling on the M9. Such a good pistol. Shoot. And if you don't even want to run it auto, single works too. There's no reason to run auto. You'll put people down with single fire every time. Don't even worry about it. The AKM's a little more wild, but you just gotta control it real good and you'll be fine. And besides, look at my shoddy hideout. At least I've finally upgraded from the bucket to the lavatory. We did only have the bucket. Oh, I got the blood sink. Spit the blood out of your mouth. We got the water collector just put in from a few extra scav raids. Just upgraded the kitchen and the med center. Still need to work on the bed and the furnace. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Much love.